Okay. And let's start with this. So here's the interaction. Let me know if you can see my screen. Yes, can you? Okay.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay. So we have the conversation. I will read the conversation quickly. Just pay attention on what you think it's not correct. Okay. Mentor, hello, how are you? I hope and pray that everything is okay. As your mentor, I'm here to help you overcome any academic challenges you may face, ensuring a good start to the semester and keeping up with your assignments. Mentor, the Student Resource Center, the URL, is a fantastic tool that offers lessons and practice in a variety of skills such as math, writing, language, etc. You might also find this tutoring guide helpful. Mentor, how are you now without classes? Are you preparing for the next block? Student, I'm great, my friend. And you? Yes, as far as possible. If I have a difficulty with programming materials, how far in advance can I get tutoring? Is, is it a process that takes time? My friend, this appeared on my account. I accessed the link, but it just a chatbot. It tells me to contact my mentor. Mentor, hello, my friend. From your PIN, I can see that you have not paid for this semester. I know that you will only attend block 2, but the semester needs to be paid at the beginning of the semester, block 1. Oh, yes, I understand. I will pay. Anyway, regarding tutoring, what should I do? Yes, don't worry about that. I will provide a link when you need tutoring and we'll be able to schedule an appointment there. So we have this, and then we have KB's documented 0, no documented KB. And then we have this table. Did the student respond? Yes, it was a significant conversation. Which of the following best describe answer questions or teach issue or encouraging? In this case, answer question or teach issue. Support related topic, none of the above. Communication method, chat. So what do you think? First of all, if we start with this, with these fields, what do you think? Is it accurate? Is not correct? What do you think?
I think that the student has the autonomy to schedule tutoring because it's
Okay.
available on the Student Resource Center. And I have shown to some of my students already where they can do that. And I've done myself with my course.
Okay, but before we focus on the conversation, what about this table? This table of this question is answered correctly? What do you think? Mayara?
Yeah.
Um, I believe the support related topic would be course questions because they have the student have questions about his course, the programming course, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, exactly. It could be course questions or finance because in one time they are talking about payment. But I think that the best one would be course question. Okay. So in this case, course question. So if the mentor choose none of the above, it is orange. Okay. Automatically the scorecard is orange because it's not accurate. Okay. This one, it's okay because it's answer questions or teach issues. In this case, it's answer question. It was a significant conversation and the communication method looks like chat. Okay, so that's fine. But yes, the support-related topic should be course question. Okay, thank you, Mayara. So if we focus here in the conversation, what do you think? So Raquel, you were saying that the the student could like could could contact the tutoring center by himself, right? That's fine, but it's not inaccurate that the mentor says, I will provide the link because the mentor gives the links to access the tutoring center and then the student will set an appointment. So that's not wrong. Okay. What else? What else you are seeing or you think, Nicola?
I see by the conversation that the it's kind of the mentor was kind of relaxless. You see, didn't enter into the student's problem a lot. He took long to respond the part where the student asked about the tutoring. He just like responded in the end, just saying that he would provide the link. He didn't enter more to know more the student difficulties. So it was an opportunity for the mentor to get closer to the student to understand a little more his problems or something like this.
Okay, great. So it is a missing, maybe asking question. It's a missing part of methodology. So it could be green. Okay, so the mentor provide the response, the mentor provide the resources. Okay, but it could be better if he asked more questions. Okay, so in this case, blue is not at all. It's not blue, this conversation, but maybe green in that case, okay, with this issue. Ivana?
Yes, I agree with Nicola. I was about to actually say the same, thinking about methodology, the fun methodology. Framing is there because it is at the beginning, but then the part of asking questions is not really well developed because with the questions, the mentor would have been able to actually identify maybe more challenges that the student is having, and it's not really, I mean, you cannot really tell what the student is trying to do and what is you cannot really have a full picture of what are the challenges the student has, and we have a lot of resources to them, but if we don't make those questions, we can really tell what of those resources we should share with students. So as part of methodology, I will say that. And of course, the last part, N, which is next step, is also not there. So it's only with fun, it's just like one of those parts. And then the other two, like they are not there. I cannot really identify them if I was an evaluator, of course.
Exactly, exactly. Yes, you're right. Okay, nice. So we have until here we have two mistakes. The first one is that the mentor did not choose the appropriate support-related topic. Okay, it's an orange. Then we have this not the appropriate assessing questions to understand the issue. So we have green here. Let's continue with Carlos. What do you think, Carlos?
I see in the second and third message that it's missing the day, the year and the month. So it's missing some part of the documentation.
Exactly, exactly. Missing timestamps in the second and the third message here. Okay, let's paint. You don't have the timestamp. I mean, you have the timestamp, but not the date. Okay, and this is super important. And also, here at the end, you have another one that is different. Okay, I mean, the timestamp is there, but probably the evaluator will say, hey, why it's in that different format. Okay, so I don't think that it will be for down score, right? But try to have the same format for every day, okay? But yes, it is important. This is reason for getting orange. Okay, please pay attention to these details. Mayara?
I was about to say that about the timestamp, but also some other thing. I don't know if it's a worldwide common thing, but husbands do this a lot. What I see happening here at the end, like when you ask two questions and then you only get one answer, and the other question is like they're waiting, and you have to ask again. And so, what about this? And I don't know if it's like um, a common belief worldwide, but in Brazil, we say this is a husband thing. When you ask two questions and only get one answer, and then you have to ask again. And this other thing, What do you think?
Yes,
So I believe it's
so
just a attention, just pay more attention.
yes. So when there are two questions, it depends on the side. If the mentor, for example, if the mentor asks two questions and the student answer one, and then the student continue talking about something else, that's fine. It's sometimes it's needed to re-ask the question, sometimes it's not needed. Okay. But if the student is asking us two questions, we are like obligated to answer both questions because we are who needs to give answers. Okay. So in our case, we need to give answers to every question. If the evaluators see that we are not answering all the questions of the student, probably will mark down us. Okay. So we need to remember to answer everything. Okay, there is another mistake in documentation. Carlos, what do you want to add?
I have a question about, for example, when, as you said, when they make two questions, for example, let's say we are not sure about one question, we can just say, let me search for the answer and I will answer this question later. And well, of course, we have to do it later, but is it valid to do in that way?
Yes, yes. You don't need to be you don't need to know everything because sometimes you don't know. But at least you need to, I don't know, to quote that question and say, hey, I don't have the answer for this right now, but I will ask my MSA or I will find out or I don't know, I will answer tomorrow. Okay. And it's very important, guys, that if you see, if you say, I will answer tomorrow or I will answer in 2 days you answer. Okay, because sometimes we are seeing mentors saying, okay, I will find out, I will answer that, I will answer tomorrow, and then it never happened. Okay, so you need to answer. If you say that you will answer, and if you say that you will find out something, please do it. Even if tomorrow you don't have an answer, okay, contact the student tomorrow and say, hey, I'm still looking for your answer. Okay, but at least give them an update. Mayara?
Sorry, okay. I think the documentation part is the screenshot issue because the student sent a screenshot and the mentor didn't like summarize what it shows on the screenshot so the evaluator can, oh, this was about it.
Exactly, Mayara. Good catch. So, hello, my friend. From your print, I can see that you have not paid for this semester. So here, it should be like something like note. The student send screenshot. I know. Showing is payment. Yeah, statement. I don't know. Something like that. Or something like that. Okay. But there is it should be a note because the mentor is saying that he's seeing a print. If I see this as an evaluator and any note or no notes explaining what happened here, I will say missing piece of documentation. Okay, guys, it is clear. Do you have any question regarding this? This is what we as evaluators do with every evaluation. Okay, so you need to pay attention to everything that we discuss here. Okay, the name of who is talking, because sometimes it says something like this: the date and no name. Okay, it happens especially when you are talking in Facebook Messenger or in other channels or other communication methods different from WhatsApp. So in those cases, sometimes you don't have the name tags. So for this reason, we need to make sure that we put the name of who is talking. Carlos?
For example, about that case, I contact the student by Facebook. Well, I made the documentation in the same format as an email, so it's not a problem to do that.
That's fine, because we know
Okay.
that some some methods of communication doesn't have like the same format than WhatsApp. But if you need to make sure that the
Okay.
name and the timestamp and date is there. If everything is there, that's fine.
All
Okay,
right. In
guys.
the other hand, for example, when I use it 3 or 4 kbr per question, case to we need to put also in the portal which KB articles we use it, because we had say 5 days conversation. In that case, I need also to put all the KB articles that I use it, or how should I manage that situation, for example?
Sorry, I didn't understand. So how many KB you should document? You mean?
Well, I use it about the articles for that person. I was checking that we cannot put so many KB articles in one file. So
You can just, I don't know,
so
let's say that you use five KB articles. Okay, just document 2 in the box below, and then the other 3 put in the between in the same box of the activity. Okay, at the bottom of the box of the activity, at the bottom of the conversation, put, okay, I also used this KB, this one, and this one. Okay, because you
okay.
don't have 5 spaces for all the KBs. Okay. Now I want to show you how to have a chat, a WhatsApp. Okay, so I have a conversation with myself. I am mentoring myself. Okay, so I sent a message to me. So in this case, I'm acting as a mentor. Okay, and this is the first message that I sent to my other me. Okay, so for this week, it is you're not alone. Okay, but let's I would like to see these guys, how I started the conversation. We have this template. Okay, we have the template here in the hub, but I did not use the template. If you can see, I start saying this. Hi, Axel, how are you doing? We're in week 5, and I wanted to know, how is everything going in your courses? Is there any question I can help you with? Remember that part of my role is to walk beside you in this sometimes hard but beautiful path. You are not walking alone. Getting an education requires a lot of effort, but it gives us great satisfaction. Are you studying with this in your mind? I hope to get a positive response from you. So, okay, in my signature, because I don't have the same signature that you use, but you should put your WhatsApp also. But regarding the orange, if you see, I do not use the original orange or the one that it's in the hub. Okay, but anyway, I'm framing my role because I'm saying part of my role is to walk beside you, and so I'm saying that I'm here to accompany the student. So I'm framing my role. Okay, and I doing something different and more personalized. Okay, so the student is not feeling that it is like a template. It is an automatic message. Okay, so this is important, guys, to do. You can perform a different outreach. You can personalize an outreach. You can talk to them in a different way, more friendly way, maybe. Okay, it's not mandatory to use exactly the outreach. But then the student answered, hello, my mentor. I'm going well. My grade is C. Last week, it was a little bit hard. It was a little bit hard to send all my assignments, but I am almost sure that it will not happen again in future. Okay. So the student says something like, everything is fine. I just forget to send some assignments, or it was hard to send some assignments. But I don't know, he doesn't give us too much explanations why. But here is when we need to try to figure out why this is happening, okay? And how we can apply the orange. So now I apply the orange in the mentoring hub because, let's see, one of the things in the mentoring hub for this week is managing time and life balance, and it suggests to use the time management matrix. And now I use in my second email this part of the orange. If you see in the hub, there are two things: mental or physical health challenges, or managing time and life balance. In this case, according to the response of the student, I decided to use the first part of the mentoring hub orange. And I say, thanks, Uncle Axel, for your response. I'm grateful for trusting me to share your grade. Even though C is a passing grade, I'm sure that we can together to improve that. One of the most common challenges students face at college is managing time and life balance. It's about finding what works for you, taking small steps, and giving yourself break. I copy pasted this exactly as it is in the hub, okay? And then I say, what do you think about having a Zoom meeting to create a time management matrix together? What time best fits your schedule, okay? So I invite the student to have a one-on-one, okay? But as you can see, I personalize the whole orange. I personalize it, and it helps me to get closer to the student, to have a better relation. Then if I see that the student answers something relating to I don't know, to mental health or another thing, okay, I can modify and use the other part of the orange, what is in the hub, okay? But remember this, it's not mandatory to send it specifically as or equally as it is in the hub. You can modify them, okay? And as you can see in my email, I asking question because, for example, I say, how are you doing in the courses? Is there any question I can help you with? Then I say, for example, what time best fits for your schedule? What do you think about creating a Zoom meeting or to having a Zoom meeting? So I'm trying to apply methodology in different ways, okay? So it's personalized, but I'm applying fun methodology. This is what you need to do, okay? So feel free to modify Orange, keep the essence of them, okay? But make them more personal. And something important, and just to make sure that everyone understands how to do it, is how to document this. You should go to here to print the emails. You enter in the email, go to print, and then you can copy paste everything here. You select everything here, okay? And you can copy paste with all the timestamps, okay? Because if you are one by one in the thread, it's hard to see all the timestamp. But if you go to print here, you can copy paste everything with the timestamps in the date, okay? It is just a tip to document correctly. So, questions about this, guys? It's clear? Nicola?
Some concerns about it. Okay, first of all, I don't need to exactly send the links they ask me to send on the first message. Okay, that's what you're saying.
The only thing
All
that
right.
is mandatory to send from the oranges is when the outreach is talking about a deadline or a specific thing that should be informed to the student. Example, this week you need to inform students that registration opens on February 8th for PC 102. So this, it's mandatory to send. But for
Okay.
example, success plan is something that doesn't have a deadline. So you can work on success plans in week 1, in week 7, in week 10. So if you feel that you have something else, something important to discuss with the student, a different thing that success plan, it's okay. You can work and you can talk with the student about something else. That's fine. It's not mandatory. Okay. But I don't know,
Okay.
let's say that it happened with three students that you have specific things. For the other, I don't know, 60 students, you will send success plan because you didn't have another specific topic to talk with them. Okay. But with those that you have specific things, it's not needed to send the outreach, the specific outreach, except that it has a specific deadlines or a specific information that the student needs to know. It's clear?
I got it. Yeah, it's clear. But another point is, okay, I also try to adapt the outreach messages. I do this all the time. I don't send the ones there. I try to change things. But anyway, it's very hard to with 70 students to sit down and to write a personalized message for everyone. I don't have like enough time to do all of this because if I try to do this by the end of the week, I won't have time to send outreaches for everyone with 70 students. So what I try to do is I create a personalized one, but that fits for everybody. Okay. And then when they respond, I then have the conversations with the ones who respond my messages because it's kind of difficult. I already like calculated it. You can't do it like, oh, I'll sit down and I'm going to think here. I'm going to tell to these students and to the other one. So when you see you have no time available for all of that. So I think that should be
That's
okay. Yeah.
That's fine. I understand. I'm not meaning that everyone should have a specific or a personalized message, but you can personalize by group. I don't know. So you can group your students sometimes. So you
Yeah, that's
can
what I try to do.
exactly. And sometimes, guys, for example, when I was a mentor, something that I did was to focus, let's say that I have, I know, 80 students and 20 of them were answering every week. And no matter what message I sent to them, they answered. Okay. So in those cases, when they answer whatever I send the orange, the exactly the template, because I knew that they will answer anyway. Okay. So in that case, it was a very fluid conversation because they understand that I had 80 students and I needed to send those like those kind of messages. But then I had another 60 students who didn't answer every week. Okay, so what did I say? I choose, I don't know, let's say 20 this week. And I say, okay, I will focus in these 20 students. And I will send the normal outreach to this 20 students that they answer every time. Okay, I send the normal message. Then I will focus on these other 20 and I will personalize 20 message for them. And I will focus on getting responses of these 20. I still have other 40s, but I will not focus on them this week. I will send the automatic message also to them. If they respond, it's okay. If not, it's okay. They never answer. But I will focus on 20 news responses, and I will personalize 20 this week. Next week, I will focus on another 20s, okay? And next week, in another 20s, okay? So I will try to get more responses for those 60s in 3 different weeks. And after I get one response from those 60s, I will start personalizing more messages or trying to get closer to them. So this is the idea. If you have like a base of 20 students or 15 students that always answer, keep in contact with them, okay? But try to avoid putting all your energies on them. Okay, try to get responses from some news. Okay, so this is something that worked for me. But yes, it's not needed to personalize 80 messages, but you can group them by, I don't know, let's say that you have 20, you have, I don't know, in your 80 student, you have 15 that are Brazilians, let's say, or 15 that are Latinos. Okay, for Latinos, you can create a personalized message and send the same message to all of them. And you have others that, I don't know, 15 Filipinos. Okay, let's talk about whatever in Filipinas. And okay, another that, I don't know, just women. Okay, let's focus creating a message to women talking about, I don't know, something common with women that you think, okay, or with men, or with young adults, okay, that you know that they are between 20s and 30s. Okay, I know that this is a very hard part of your life, that you're facing this and this and this, and I'm here to help you with this. So you are personalizing by group. You are segmenting them, okay? So this is what I want to mean when personalized messages. Obviously, you will have some students that need personalized messages for every one of them, but in general, try to personalize by groups, okay? And just focus on I don't know, on common things and things that you think that they can answer, okay? And try to personalize the message to avoid that they think that you're a bot, okay? Remember that some students has mentors from last 1 year, so they already know all the outreaches, okay? So if you are sending the same outreach that the last mentor sent last semester, they will not answer. Okay, so this is the idea. Any other question, guys? Or comment, or suggestion, or idea?
There is a way that we can see that they are doing a game, probably the same course, or they already have been doing, so we
No,
can avoid to be a bot.
we cannot know this. Because also there are some students that already had a mentor last semester, but the mentor never contacted them. Oh, sorry. Did you hear me? Did you listen to me?
Now, yes.
Okay, so I say that some students had mentors last semester, but the mentor never contacted them. So we don't know if they already know the outreach or not. So for this reason, you need to contact, but just if you avoid or if you personalize a little bit the outreach, it will be fine. Okay, guys. I think that this is everything for today.
Actually, can I
If
ask a question? I'm not sure if you'd already sent the
sorry,
link for the one-on-one.
sorry, Bristol, I can't hear you very well.
No, I was just asking if the link was already sent to schedule for the one-on-one.
I can't hear you. Could you maybe put the microphone closer, or maybe?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I was just asking about the one-on-one. Is the link already sent for us to schedule for that?
Yes, it is in the group. I will quote this so you can schedule for this week or next week.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Yes, Nicola.
Actually, you said something that I didn't realize. So this week we have to send the deadline for the registration for the second block because it's not in the outreach there. Usually what I do, I read there what we have to send to the students in the outreach messages, and at least I didn't see anywhere there anything about it. So
It depends. It depends on.
of this.
It depends on the students that you have. If you have PC 101 students, it says February 8th, registration for PC 102 opens. It is in the roster management. But if you have, I know, PC 103,
Okay.
you should not say this to them. For this,
Most of my
what
students are PC 101, I think.
if you see the,
Yeah.
let me show you. If you see the roster management, it says here, roster management, week 5, PC 101, and it's here.
Okay, I got it. Mm-hmm.
So it's important to check this, guys, every time. Okay. Okay. So I hope that we have a better week with the scorecards this week. Okay. I need to I mean I want you to be more accurate in documentation. Okay. I'm trying to do my best to explain you how to do it, but I need to pay attention, and I cannot be there when you are documenting. Okay, so I trust you. I trust that you can do it. You can pay attention to those details. Okay, they are just little things. They are just little things, but you need to put attention, and I know that you can do it. Okay. I know that if we can like go over these little mistakes, we will get a lot of greens and a lot of blues. Okay, but just pay attention to these details. You're able, guys, to do it. So yes, if you don't have any other question, let's finish. Let's finish with a prayer. I don't know if we have a volunteer. I will stop recording.
You can do that.
Okay.
I have a question.